let's segue. I just want to transition to one thing that has really touched my heart about Taco Bell, and it's the sandwich that is on the menu right now.
Yeah,
it's the Taco Bell sandwich taco. That motherfucking like that little snack is so damn good. I mean, God, dude, every time I eat one, I'm like, God, this is so fucking good. There's so many reasons too. I know we've talked about it, but fuck, it's delicious, bro.
Yeah,
and,
it's amazing.
How many of these have you had so far?
Not enough. I mean, not enough.
The better question. Hold on. The better question is
how
Devin, how many have you had?
That's another. And I have a follow-up question.
So I have not, unfortunately, had.
Oh.
I have not been to Taco Bell. I've been very busy.
Hey,
so
yo,
I haven't been to Taco Bell since Taco Bell breakfast. Also, trying to watch that blood pressure. Trying to watch that blood pressure.
So you heard it. You heard it here first. DJ Dill has yet to have the crispy chicken sandwich taco.
Wow, Devin, this isn't looking good. I just took a poll, and yeah, you're losing a lot of points.
You are fake news.
Really? my stock in Bell Nation is plummeting as we speak.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm looking at people unfollowing me on Instagram.
So my follow-up question is that Nick, I have a follow-up question for you, bud.
Yeah.
How many of these bad boys you think you can eat in one setting? Let's go.
How many I think I can in one setting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In one setting or one sitting?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
So
okay, you're right. It is one sitting. It is one sitting. Fuck it. I fucked that up, but I don't care.
If it's one sitting, two settings, that doesn't count.
See, this is what happens when you don't have one. You got to malign them in different ways.
Ah, right. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I just want to get an idea of what these bad boys are.
Fuck, dude, they're so good. So Nick,
how many do you think you could? Okay,
I will answer in just a second.
How many do I think I can eat?
In one setting.
In one setting, I think that I could eat 15.
15. That's a pretty.
15.
Jesus.
Now, I want to give a little perspective. Nick has a notorious nickname, Taco Bell Nation. And I have to reveal this to the world. I'm sorry.
We've talked about it before.
Have we? 80 Nugget Nick?
80 Nugget Nick.
All right. And that is reference to McDonald's nuggets. So listen, Bell Nation, if you really want somebody like Nick leading, I mean, he's going to give all your brilliant ideas to McDonald's. So, checking the results here, the poll has shown Nick also losing points. Yeah, so that's unfortunate.
Hold on. This isn't true. I'm tired of being maligned, okay? Because I will say, if you look at Jordan's phone, majority of it's Chick-fil-A. Look at his bank account and how many times he's spent money on Chick-fil-A within this week.
No. Within this week, all TB. You'll see it, baby. Let the record show. All TB.
There is a paper trail for the past 10 years of Jordan literally signing his checks over to Chick-fil-A. If you look on the back of his checks, it says Chick-fil-A in that perfect cursive.
Perfect cursive with a little chicken on for the C.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't even know that, but you would.
Shut up. All right. So now 80 Nugget Nick. So if we add those nuggets up, I think that's probably fair. I think that's probably somewhere. I think I would say 12. Maybe, but 15's good. 15's, I can appreciate that.
You are saying that I could eat 12.
I think you could go 12, but I don't know if you could do 15.
But see, Devin, you haven't had them. You don't he doesn't understand the actual size.
They're really
them.
small.
They're not big at all. They're literally chicken nuggets on a pita bread with chipotle sauce.
But the pita bread is pretty filling because it's pita bread.
True.
15 sandwiches sounds like a lot. 80 nuggets sounds like a lot. I think that's a. I mean,
one is already done. So
80 nuggets. It was a young man's game. All right.
Let's see here. I want to get. I can only go by comparison here. I want to hear how many Jordan.
Yeah. All right. So I think it depends how. I think it depends
how stoned you are.
I was just actually thinking about that for you.
One.
So I think I honestly feel like it is going to be relative to how I prep my stomach for it. To be honest, and I know that sounds silly, but if we just
You mean
Eat a
dumb?
bunch of grapes? Did you eat a bunch of grapes beforehand, like Kobayashi or something?
I don't know what grapes do to your stomach, but Kobayashi does that. That's funny.
They stretch out their stomachs before they eat like 100 hot dogs.
Okay, so
Is that what
Right.
Kobe's full name is? Kobayashi Bryant? Who are y'all talking about?
all right. So I think honestly, I think I get 9 or 10, probably 10.
Really? You think you can do 10?
Okay.
I think that's a lot
So
for you.
that makes me kind of think. Okay, so that makes me double back on Nick's guess. I mean, if Jordan can eat 10, it's realistic that Nick can eat 15. I got an idea.
Fucked up.
I got an idea for bonus content for Patreons.
No, we're gonna do this. We've already come up with this idea.
I want to get the participation of Bell Nation. How many do you think I could eat? And next time we record, we will do we will.
You know what,
Devin, I'm gonna say
That
6.
is.
6 for Devin.
Bell Nation, you know what? We're actually going to take a poll, and how many think you can fit in my ass?
I think 16.
Welcome to the Cheesy Gordita Bunch, the official show of the Taco Bell Cult Facebook group.
Let's go.
I am your host, Nick Ortiz, and with me as always, my co-host, DJ Dildo. Got to see him in Baltimore this weekend.
Hey.
Ayo.
Hey everybody.
And then, of course, we got the cinnamon twist in this kid's meal, Jordan Craven's Krenek. Well, what's goody, my friend?
Heyo.
Jordy.
Cinnamon twist
Jordy's always
underrated.
the cinnamon twist. He's he's really found his niche. That's like I think the out of all of Jordan's nicknames, I think he is the cinnamon twist the most.
It's
I
his-
thought today he
because
might
of
be
his,
a little plastic.
His
He might be
beautiful
the
golden
hermetically
skin.
sealed toy in the bag, but
It's his
Crunchy
hair,
Krenek.
too. Have you seen his hair?
They're twists.
They're twists.
They're twists.
Yeah.
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
Curls, but twists.
Yeah. Well, today, Bell Nation, we are talking about Taco Bell's now discontinued kids menu. And I'm actually really excited for this. This was kind of a nostalgia trip, for us, because the Taco Bell kids menu and the toys, there was a boom in the 90s. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah,
the
and
90s
it really-
was the fucking best for toys.
Oh,
yeah,
facts.
and it really conjured up. It's like one of those things where looking at some of the pictures from toys, of the toys, I was like, holy shit, I remember really wanting that when I was a kid. Some of those Batman toys especially, I'm like, man, that was really, really deep in the recesses of my psyche. But yeah, always fun to uncover and go down those nostalgic avenues from watching TV if you were a kid in the 90s. A lot of cool stuff coming out.
We might be a little biased saying the 90s because we all grew up in the 90s. Well, Devin, I mean.
Yeah,
70s.
70s,
Yeah, 70s.
man.
But we all experienced those 90s as youth.
Yeah, and
so the toys were great.
And Jordan got to experience them as a youth when Star Wars: The Force Awakens came out.
Now, before we just dive right on
I
in
think I
and we
see it.
talk about, again, our topic today, which is the kids menu, let's acknowledge some of our sources.
I'm sorry. Can I just acknowledge one quick thing?
Yeah,
You can
please.
buy those straws right now on eBay used. There's nothing like a used straw for sale.
Yeah,
we cleaned it out in a Taco Bell bathroom, packed it up in some in a box with some foam nuggets, and we sent it to your home.
Sorry, Nick, please continue.
no, but to acknowledge our sources for today, we're using Slate.com. Obviously, we're going to use Taco Bell. And, let's jump into Taco the Town.
Live from the Cheesy Gordita Bunch newsroom in Austin, Texas, this is Talk O' the Town with your hosts, Jordan, Nick, and Devin.
But Taco Bell is boldly thinking outside of the bun and testing out a new subscription for tacos.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Yeah, this is super dope. And now I do want to say that Taco Bell isn't the first to do so. Panera, BJ's, even
I like
fucking
Panera.
Burger King had done this before.
Have it
But
your
the
way.
only difference is Big Bell is actually giving away food, like as in tacos. Whereas those other companies, it was mainly discounts on drinks. Like Panera, you could
What
get
the
some
fuck?
coffee or some tea. Yeah, but with this,
What a
it's
trash.
Waste.
Trash.
Right.
Where did we don't have a sound word click for some trash for that?
Yeah, where's that food? Where's
What
that
idea was that?
Okay, now it's going to be called the Taco Lovers Pass, and what it's going to do is allow you to have one taco every single day of the month for 30 days.
I love this. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome, and the subscription itself is going to cost anywhere between $5 to $10, just dependent on the store.
Seems weird.
However, there is a catch. It's only being tested in Phoenix, so you have to go to the shithole known as Phoenix in order to get this subscription. And again, they're only testing it at 17 stores. Now,
That seems like a lot for one city.
that does seem like a lot. I wonder how many there are in Austin.
I think there's. I looked it up earlier. I feel like there's only like 12.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me see.
Well, they obviously someone asked the spokesperson if this would eventually go nationwide, and when asked, they said, "When it comes to Taco Bell innovation, we never say never." So there's hope. There's hope that this this is successful, and it does go nationwide. But you are stuck between a hard taco and a soft taco.
Those are your two options.
Those are your two options.
Well, I'm going hard taco. 10 out of 10.
Really?
I feel like
Yeah.
I
You're
feel
not.
like-
You're not going soft. You're going soft taco?
Hell yeah, I'm going soft taco.
Fucking hell no, bro. I'm going hard taco every time. Are you kidding me? You know
What did he say?
that sounds like me.
It does.
Right?
It does.
That shit is so good. Are you kidding me? I gotta have the crunch though. So I'm a little biased.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Nick on soft tacos.
Ooh.
Crunchy. I mean, I've gone on this
What's wrong with you guys?
avenue before. Is like the crunchy taco at Taco Bell is
Hot
kind
trash.
of low for me.
It's hot
Kinda low
trash.
for me.
I had a crunchy taco on the way here. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, what I think this really is, what I honestly think this is the ultimate litmus test or litmus test. I don't know what it is.
Litness. It's a measure of how lit you are. Of how
That's
lit.
legitness.
That's Craven Krenek swooping in with the science, everybody. But yeah, this is the ultimate test to see like the true Bell Nation patriots. I feel like they're going to be able to really track and see which people are actually getting their money's worth out of this promotion. Because in order to get your money's worth, you really just have to go to Taco Bell and get your free taco every day.
Every single day.
Every single day, and not spend any other money at Taco Bell, because I think that's how they get you.
Oh, they'll
They
get you.
in
Yeah, you show up and
with
you're like,
your free-
I'll get some Cinnabon Delights. No problem. They're $1.
Yeah, since I'm here, might as well give me a Baja Blast.
Or if you're a member of the Easy Gordita bunch, I'll get like $29 worth of other stuff while I'm here.
No, but I mean, you think about it, there is some good value there, because if you spend $5 and you get a taco every single day, so essentially 30 to 31 tacos.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? How much does that break down to?
$25. That's 25 tacos you're basically getting for free.
Basically.
Or we might even say 26 if you round up the change. Just so 26 tacos you're going to get for free, because you can only buy, four tacos of $5. Crunching this math quickly in my head, but the short version here is that's probably worth 30 tacos, probably worth $50. So
well, you have to also think
because they're like $1.50 a piece.
Too. You have to think like how much money people are spending in gas to like get to Taco Bell this many times a month. Like if you live close, if you're within walking distance of a Taco Bell or a short drive from a Taco Bell,
you better walk.
Definitely worth it. If you're somewhere kind of out on the outskirts, Arizona, or Phoenix, Arizona is a huge area. You're kind of out on the outskirts.
Widespread.
You got to drive 10.
It's widespread. You're right.
Yeah. Then if you're driving 15, 20 minutes to get to Taco Bell, I think that the value decreases. So a lot of interesting components to take into account here.
For sure. And also you got to remember, it's just one taco.
It's
just one taco when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
They're only giving you one taco per day.
Wait. What if you order one at like $11.50 and then you order one at like 12:05. Can you sneak in?
I bet they
right there?
fuck it up and they're like, "Ooh, this restarts at 2 a.m."
Yeah, there's like a buffering
Can we get a round
period.
of applause for that savings Krenek hot take right there.
Thank you. Hey, thank you.
Because that is, I think Jordan has a great point. That is the maximum value because you get essentially a whole meal. You go at 11:58 and you order one taco, and then you go around again at 12:03 and you order the second one. You've
broken the system. You've broken it
and doubled your value.
Yes, you've broken the system. The system is now in shambles. No.
Glenn Bell is going to show up at your door with a pitchfork. And
How
a fucking
dare you?
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. I hear you're taking advantage of my tacos.
I love this. I mean, but the real funny thing is like you do have to be. There's probably something wrong with you unless it's genuinely natural convenience. Just like it just happens to work out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go to Taco Bell every single day. There's something wrong with you if you go to Taco Bell every single day.
I don't know about that. Some people work there, have to go there.
That's not the
day.
same. That's not the same.
Well, moving on to some other news. Earlier this month, Big Bell announced that they're actually partnering with TerraCycle, a company known for recycling really hard to recycle items, to create a program where Bell Nation loyalists can collect sauce packets and send them back to Taco Bell.
This is interesting.
Yeah, this is one of many moves that they're doing to become a little greener.
Devin, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I think it's I think we've talked about this before. I think that being like sustainable and environmentally friendly and green is of course a good thing. But I don't think that I think that this gesture puts way too much effort on Bell Nation. It puts effort on us to like save our sauce packets and look for a sauce packet receptacle when it's like Taco Bell, just fucking just use some biodegradable plastic. Make this shit like biodegradable on its own. Why are you asking us to recycle your mistakes?
Or you could give us less packets. I mean,
and we have talked about this before. Phase out packets completely and ask you what sauce you want on your fucking taco.
That's a good idea.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I think that is really the way to do it. And can you not do that in the mic? And then also, I think that another thing is instead of asking people to print out a label and put it in a box and collect all your shit and send it to Taco Bell, send it to TerraCycle, why not put drop boxes at Taco Bell's?
Makes perfect sense because the mountain of fire
do you own
sauces.
a printer?
I mean, okay.
I don't own a printer, and I'm a professional person.
I do have a printer. I bought one when I was in college 10 years ago. But the level of
never mind. I'm going to delete this.
the level of inconvenience, okay, the level of inconvenience of having a printer is absurd. I mean, like your ink's running out. Sometimes the cords don't fit. Like it is a pain in the dick to own a printer. It really is.
Yeah.
And buying ink is annoying. Then you have to have paper. It's fucking a pain in the ass. So
Jordan,
I just
had no idea you were so anti-printer.
I just fucking go to the office at my apartment complex and print everything out from their printer.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
that is smart.
I need you to print some flyers.
Well, here's what I think they do. They would start like a program. Like if you bring back 100 sauce packets, you get a cheesy gordita.
Who counts
crunch
that?
Meal.
Who counts that?
Say they're gonna have to pay for that. Somebody's gonna have to pay to count that.
Yeah, I mean, you put it in the receptacle and it counts it. I mean, like you.
Like a ticket count, like a ticket muncher from Dave and Buster's.
Exactly. But now you have to pay for the technology for that.
But I mean, it's probably cheaper and more fun to do that. I mean, I think that actually incentivizes people to do it, as opposed to saying, "Hey, print this in." You know, don't just.
So what does it do? Is it like fucking 3D copy me a
problem.
taco that I can try to eat later or something as my receipt, my little gift?
That's the whole problem with all of these these big companies because if you go green, it is more expensive. Like that is the trade-off, and that is I think the symbol of why going green and why it's a good thing to do that. But I think that like Taco Bell, in order to fulfill this kind of current important thing, which is more sustainable, green stuff from their store,
I
they gotta
really
spend a little bit more money.
I agree with Devin so much on this. Gosh, I agree with him because that would be such a good idea, such a good way to incentivize people, because what that tells me if Taco Bell did that is they care. They are willing to spend some money to show you that they care, and this is how much they care. They're willing to give you a cheesy gordita crunch for 100 sauce packets. You know what I mean?
You do your part, we'll do our part.
Exactly. We will keep that belly full.
I'm with that.
As long as you come, and because I think that's really a good way to do that. Sure, this is a really good initiative, and I know what a lot of people are wondering, like, how the fuck does this actually help? How does sending sauce packets actually help? Well, you'd be hard pressed to find out that every single year, 8 billion packets end up in landfills each year.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like one for every person on the planet.
Yep.
Yeah, almost 2. You know what I mean? And that's each year. You know what I mean? That's not like every 5 years or 2 years, anything like that. That is 365 days. People, there are 8 billion sauce packets that land up in landfills. Why is it our responsibility? Why isn't the multi-billion-dollar company fucking Yum responsible for this? You know what I mean? I am 100% on Devin. God, I feel like we've like really taken a turn. You know what I mean? Like as of late, we've kind of been like, fuck you guys, you sons of bitches, you're ruining the world.
We've turned into the first anti-Taco Bell podcast.
No, and the thing is like we love Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Jordan is slurping down some Taco Bell right now, and we just ate some.
That's a drink, though. I'm not slurping the food.
Up his ass.
I have store-bought Chipotle sauce directly from Taco Bell on my desk from eating Taco Bell earlier today. And if you look at my camera, I have the Taco Bell dog right there. We love Taco Bell, all right? And we just want Taco Bell to do better.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's fair. That's fair.
And Nick doesn't even just use that shit for tacos. He just puts that shit in his water.
Yeah.
His Listerine regimen is like 2 parts Chipotle, 1 part Listerine.
No, and but that's the thing is like for a company that always thinks outside the bun, we want them to think outside the bun when it comes to like recycling. You know, they're not McDonald's. They're not these other fucking terrible corporations. They're our beloved Taco Bell. And we just want them to do better. And if that means creating an account on Taco Bell and entering into this pilot program to send our old sauce packets, then by God, let's do it. All right. And but even though we did have a good commercial, Devin, you remember that say no to sauce packets commercial?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we may have to put that on this. I
know things have shifted.
Yeah, of course we use that bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're interested in doing so, go to the Taco Bell website, enter into the pilot program. Essentially, again, you're just collecting all your old sauce packets, printing off a label, and then shipping it for free all the way to TerraCycle, where they will clean it up, melt it down, and form it into some other plastic that can get lost in the ocean.
And remember, you're doing this out of the goodness of your heart, and that's what
Taco Bell's asking of you.
That's how the Taco Bell utopia that we all want to live in is gonna get built.
It's gonna get built.
There it is.
Okay, well, moving on to some other news. We got some new items coming in October.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really excited because we had talked about this last year.
And this is exciting, but we are going to lose the fucking
sandwich
taco, and I'm not looking forward to that. But
I know this is difficult news, but in October,
bittersweet.
In October, Taco Bell is finally releasing.
Lay it on them.
The crispy chicken wings.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. I'm really excited for these. They look good. But let me just tell you, people in the Facebook group, Taco Bell Cult, do not like it. Yeah,
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, a lot of haters out there. I mean,
that's some bullshit.
I get your opinion because majority of them are saying, why the fuck is Taco Bell selling chicken wings?
Okay, but they've done fries.
Game,
who cares at this point?
Now, is this the chicken wing that we talked about that was being tested
Back in the day?
a year ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
So wow, that is crazy. It was in the R&D stage for that long, huh?
Well, when you're moving, it takes a lot to move a cruise ship, right? If you got a little speedboat, no problem. You whip that bad boy around, you turn around, you can do some 90-point turns. I don't know what I'm saying. You can whip that bitch around, no problem. But if you got a big ass cruise ship, you know what I mean? When you move, you disturb more shit. You know, your impact's bigger. So you gotta slow down. You gotta take it slow. You gotta do one bite at a time. See what I did?
And also,
See what I did there?
Also, Taco Bell did release like their quarterly plan, and this is a part of that plan. Chicken is going to be a part of this last quarter, and I'm really excited for it because if the chicken tastes anything like the crispy chicken taco sandwich taco, I'm all in. I'm 100% excited for this.
Matter of fact, if it's half as good, I'm gonna love it. I'm excited.
I feel like it's
going
to be a completely different kind of experience. Like it's not going to be. It's going to be like a fucking wing.
Devin, you wouldn't know, but what I'm saying here is that.
Oh yeah, true. You still haven't even tasted it. God.
But no, I'm just kidding, Devin. But no, seriously, like I remember that they had a special seasoning on it. Kind of like the fries.
Yeah, it's a Mexican seasoning.
Yeah. That's what I'm excited about because I like kind of like the dry rub. You know what I mean? Personally.
Yeah.
More than like the wet. Kind of saucy. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for these because it allows for it to be more crispy, and you know how I feel about my crisp.
Yeah, you're a texture guy.
Gotta
for sure.
have it.
You're more crisp than slop.
Yeah,
you're more crispier than messier.
He said he's gonna name his son Christopher Patrick Krenek, so he can call him Crispy Krenek.
Crispy Krenek. Ooh, that is the best reason to have a child.
It's so
I've
funny.
ever heard.
It's so stupid.
If there was ever reason to have kids, that's it right there.
That's Jordan. It right there.
No, but it's going to be really good. I'm excited for it. I think people need to ease up because no one goes to fucking McDonald's and says, "Why are you serving chicken nuggets? You're a burger place."
Yeah, and maybe I'll reverse that. The old snip. That way I can have kids again and take my kids, take my boys, take my boys to
the reverse snip.
Snap. Well, another thing we have to announce. I know this is actually a long talk of the town because we've had a lot of stuff to talk about, and Big Bell's shaking and moving, and they actually announced. Well, I confirmed from a source, a Little Nas X meal. Yeah, they're introducing the Chicken Montero Chalupa.
Lay it on us. What is that?
No idea. They didn't tell me. It's going to be a box. So they're going to have in that box the Chicken Montero Chalupa, Doritos Loco Taco, beef burrito, chips, and Montero sauce, which I have no idea what that is, and of course, a medium drink.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exciting. I'll definitely give it a run. That's for sure.
Interesting choice of marketing. Like I don't think I've ever seen a fast food item that's like literally based off of or named after an artist or a musician.
Well,
we talked about McDonald's last episode
with Travis Scott. Yeah, were you there? You weren't there. It's fine.
Was he not there?
No,
I wasn't. There.
I was gonna.
Wait, did he miss that episode? Was he really not there for that one?
No, was it episode or was that you guys doing your little side thing?
No, that's not Craven's Box. No, that was
Devin. Was that a
little side thing?
Yeah, is that a little jealousy there, Devin?
A little side thing.
What did I say? I wasn't side.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Travis Scott's done this.
Yeah,
he did
with the Cactus Jack.
I'm sorry, McDonald's. Yeah, with the Cactus Jack meal, the Cactus Jack sandwich. It was basically a fucking double cheeseburger with bacon. That was like basically it. And people are going fucking nuts for it, dude. But it's just because it's Travis Scott.
They also changed the complete the labels. They changed when it came in the box itself.
The marketing was very different on it for sure.
Yeah.
So do you think Taco
specialty.
Bell is piggybacking off of the success of that model then?
Oh, 1,000%.
Has to be.
Yo, for sure.
But I think this is actually going to be more creative, right? We have a Montero Chalupa. We never heard of that.
No, it's named after his album, which apparently is a fucking great album. Haven't listened to it, but I'm excited for this. I want to see what Taco Bell does. I wonder if they're gonna raise that bar like McDonald's did and change the branding. Really hit that shit hard as fuck. And I mean, this all works out because he worked for Taco Bell. You know what I mean? And now I guess he works again for Taco Bell. But I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to try it. We'll probably go live on Instagram when we do try it. But so
when we have our Little Nas X interview, right?
Hey, you know what? Dead ass. All right, we need to have that man on our show somehow, some way. Bell Nation, we need you to help us get Lil Nas X on this show. After, of course, he completes his contract with Taco Bell, so we can like get the nitty gritty.
In the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
we should just start doing that for like people who have never listened to our show before. Just like every episode, we lie about some like big guest that's gonna come out next week.
Hey, listen to our Patreon. We just had a great interview with Lil Nas X. But please, Bell Nation, follow us on social media. Just look up Cheesy Gordita Bunch, and you will find us. We got primo memes. You stay up to date on new items. You'll stay up to date on when new episodes come out, what topics we're going to be talking about. So please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit.
Mom, Dad, can I go to space camp this summer?
Space camp? I don't know, Timmy. If God wanted us to be in space, he would have given us gimbaling thrusters for limbs. And space camp is pretty expensive, bud. I can't afford something like that on $7.25 an hour from 2 jobs. Sorry, pal.
Aw, man.
Does this situation ring a little too familiar to you? Does your little boy and little girl want to spend their time at an authentic summer camp, but you just can't afford it? Then let me introduce you to Thomas Tittleby Laventhau III's Appalachian Coal Mine Summer Camp for children shorter than 52 inches tall. That's right, I'm Thomas Tittleby Laventhau III, and for the low price of free, your children can experience the authentic Appalachian miner's life. They can learn how to pickaxe, learn to use dynamite, even cram into an industrial-sized elevator with 40 other children and maybe a viper. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to the kids.
After attempting to start a union strike, Mr. Tittleby Laventhau had his private security firm drop cluster bombs from low-flying airplanes.
I was only supposed to be there for a week, but the foreman withheld my letters, and they never reached my parents. I was there for 9 months. Turns out my mom died in a car accident, and I didn't even know.
I lost 3 fingers.
We were about 300 feet deep when Johnson loaded a faulty fuse line into the dynamite. 40 other kids were still in the mine when I heard the rumble. Total cave-in at the northern line of the mine. They were down there for over 96 hours. We were not sure if they were cut off from air while we were trying to move the rubble. By the time we got to them, they were dead. It was totally tubular.
Need a break from the kiddos, or maybe never want to see them again? Then send them to me at Thomas Tittleby Laventhau III's Appalachian Coal Mine Summer Camp for children shorter than 52 inches tall. And never forget, coal will always be a better source of energy than anything green.
Dad, Mom, can I go to Thomas Tittleby Laventhau III's Appalachian Coal Mine Summer Camp for children shorter than 52 inches?
It's free?
And I'll be gone for an indefinite amount of time.
Which gives me a guilt-free drive to emotionally and mentally abuse your mother thanks to all the trauma my father faced due to a hostile workplace with little to no repercussions, instilling a never-ending cycle of violence in the working class communities? I don't see why not!
Yippee!
Sounds like fun.
Damn it, Betty! Shut the fuck up
And if you send them now, your children will be given an extra $500 in cold script to spend at the general store. So send them on down to Thomas Tittleby Laventhau III's Appalachian Coal Mine Summer Camp for children shorter than 52 inches, where we turn your coal into diamonds. So, the kids menu. It actually had a really rich history. I was really surprised, but like when I started learning more and more about it, it made a lot of sense. So let's
like
just, why it started, all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
we're going to talk about the history of kids menus in general, right?
Yep, we're going to talk about how it started, We're going to talk about Taco Bell's kids menus, and we're going to talk about toys.
Let's get it.
Yeah. The kids menu dates back to before Prohibition, when people really didn't give a shit about kids' health. Yeah. In the century leading up to the Volstead Act, please look into it because I'm not going to talk about it here.
That was the Prohibition law, right? The Volstead Act.
Yeah, that was when shit started going dry.
Devin, you sound like... how was Prohibition, bro?
Kids, back then, kids rarely ate out. And if you were eating out and you were a kid, you must have been pretty well off because they didn't even let kids like be hotel guests, let alone eat like in the dining room with like a bunch of adults.
Well, little Timmy, you better go out there and enjoy your lunch today. We got you a glass of water, an apple, a pack of cigarettes, and yes, a little thimble of warm milk to get you on the way to school.
Now, one of the leading reasons why restaurants started the kids menu is because they believe by adding a kids menu, it would actually help offset the loss from those dry laws.
Yeah, so it would make up the gap in the revenue.
Yep, yeah, they're like, you know what? We're not selling any beer, but you can bring your kid.
That's funny as fuck.
So they were basically like, this is as much fun as it's ever going to be for y'all. This is as good as it's going to get.
Pretty much. And in 1921, 100 years ago, the Waldorf Astoria in...
Waldorf Astoria.
Same thing.
It's a hotel. It's really nice.
Oh,
it's like one of the
you.
most famous ones. Like the president stays there when they go fucking... It's fucking baller.
They don't stay at Trump Tower?
No. I stayed at the one across the street from it. It was dope. That's 2 years ago.
Holiday Inn?
It's not a fucking Holiday Inn. I think it was a W or something. I forgot. I fucking can't remember. But.
Well, in the
Waldorf Astoria? Yeah.
Astoria in New York. Thought so. So they became the first establishment to beckon kids in with the menu of its very own. Even as restaurants began to invite kids in, it was like super limited. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna go, this is what you're gonna eat. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get some bottom rung shit.
That's crazy. I can't believe they were the first ones to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I bet just knowing because the Waldorf was like a high end hotel, so those are probably some very wealthy family too. Like those are some pretty badass toys, probably. Like those first,
they're all made out of lead that has like poison in it and shit. Give you like brain tumors playing with it.
They're like, look at Timmy. There you go, your first toy, a single fire musket. With
but the kids' food,
Devin, dude.
The kids' food look really different from what it looks like now. Like one of the items served there was flaked chicken over boiled rice. And the chicken nugget of the jazz era was the broiled lamb chop. Could you imagine a little kid trying to tear through a fucking lamb chop?
Oh, we're out here, we eat now. Oh, sorry, that was my 20s bebop freestyle. But man, those are some pretty... Like what does flaked chicken? What is that?
I have no idea, but I bet it's not good and probably a little pink in the middle.
I don't know. That should sound pretty good, dude. I mean,
flaked?
It's not as fun as a fucking Happy Meal,
Nugget?
but I'm just saying, a little chicken nugget, but I don't know. That shit don't sound too bad. Lamb chop? Fucking love lamb chop.
Imagine going to a restaurant.
Banging.
Imagine going to a fast food restaurant these days that boils everything.
Technically, they do in oil.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do boil it. Yeah, throw it on the fryer.
Frying.
Yeah, I guess
frying is oil boil. Oil boil is frying.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for you, right?
Oil boil. Great band name. Now,
oil boil.
Early kids menus didn't include. Early kids menus didn't include toys. However, they did include games, puzzles, and pictures you can color in.
That makes more sense now because you know how you go to a fucking
Pizza Hut
macaroni grill. I was not gonna say Pizza Hut.
No,
I was gonna say something like a sit down restaurant.
Pizza Hut. Yes.
Yeah. Cece's Pizza, like them.
Somewhere classy.
Like Cece's Pizza. Yeah, Olive Garden. Yeah, so if you go to something like that and you order off the kids menu, they fucking bring you crayons. You know what I mean? So I guess some of that shit just like never faded, right? Is that what we're saying?
Because it's cheap as fuck. All they got to do is
true.
print out some shit and give it to your dumb little kid.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now,
I'm so glad that we got to reap the benefits of 90s fast food, toydom.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely more than that. Definitely more than the 20s. My God.
What? You don't want a boiled lamb chop?
The quote unquote roaring 20s, I get a fucking piece of paper and a crayon. and mommy and daddy can't even have a fucking martini before breakfast.
Roaring 20s are trash.
You honestly did describe Pizza Hut though just then.
Why do you keep talking about
Pizza Hut is great. And Pizza Hut's maligned as that is one of the best sandwich shops you'll ever come across in America. Now, the number of restaurants offering kids menu has only increased during the 20th century, and it actually really intensified and started picking up steam in the 1970s and 80s. This was mainly attributed to, women joining the workforce, increasing family income and, the having the convenience of being able to go to a fast food restaurant for your kid who now has a kid's toy who can get something that can distract themselves. Boom. Yeah. This is easy money.
This is good. Also, just side note, it's fucking good to see that women were starting to work more. This is good. This is a good thing right here. I mean, it's incredible when like women are more empowered. All of a sudden, there's less poverty. Oh my god, this is incredible.
Because they were just so lazy before.
I did not say that though. I hate you, Devin. That was funny as shit.
Oh man. But now let's talk about fast food kids menus because I do think that we had an amazing time. The 90s, for the people who don't know, and I feel like most of our listeners are around like all the dudes are like 35, around 35, and all the like women listeners are like 21, 22. So there's
on
really
our show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is gonna sound like Uncle Corner or whatever the fuck it's called, but dude, toys in the 90s were awesome. The one that I do remember the most is the eyeball toy. Do you guys remember which one I'm talking about? It's like it's a straw wrapped around an eyeball, and it came in a bunch of different colors. That's the one I remember, and I remember one time my brother had like left it like on its side after drinking milk, and he like picked it up and put it in like a Sprite or something, and he slurped it up, and there was like a little green thing that like came up with it. Yeah, it was gross as fuck, man. Yeah, and that was a legitimate like a Taco Bell straw. Like it was like coiled up. That's why I feel so iffy about drinking through like straws that like bendy straws or shit like that.
Yeah. I see what you're talking about.
I
These
remember
little fucking straws.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was really nasty, Nick.
Sorry, that's like one thing that stuck out. That's like a traumatic thing for me that I can't do. Like, no, thank you.
Oh, sheesh.
But
and I think any kind of straw like that, any of those straws that had all like the twists and turns and like the little roller coaster that the fluid has to go through, I've never had an experience where those don't get like musty or gross or where.
Yeah, they're fucking disgusting.
Stuck in there.
I don't know. I never had one like long enough to see it not. Like for it to go rancid. Okay, like I only swear I only got like 2 uses out of all the. I mean, they were cool when I was a kid, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, bendy straws and shit."
Yeah,
little loop-de-loops, and you drink your shit. You're having a good time with it. But like, I would either lose it or my parents would throw it away. So I never had one for a long time. That's my point.
Well, another toy that I really remember because my dad's a big nerd too, and. When Star Wars the re-release had come out, I believe we've talked about this before. We got as many of those toys as we can.
Nice.
Like I remember having the cube that would open up, and I believe it would change from Darth Vader to Yoda.
Sick.
There was another one that was R2-D2, and inside of it had Princess Leia.
I think I remember that one. I really do. I think I remember that one. I think I remember having it opens up like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had that. That was cool.
And then the last one I remember is the Millennium Falcon. You'd get a little Millennium Falcon.
Gotta love that.
Oh man, it was so rad, and like the quality of the toys were so good, man. Like Now you get like a plastic toy that has like the eyeballs are like different sizes, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like there was like a certain standard for like making it an actual toy back then.
Yeah.
And now you really get like some throwaway shit, or sometimes you get something that's really overly over the top, even beyond what we got. So I think there's like a lot of inconsistency. What do y'all think? I feel like that's what I see now.
I mean, I think that kind of generally these days I don't pay attention. It's like really hard to like follow the toys that come out for fast food.
So Devin, really you don't order Happy Meals everywhere you go, bro? You don't get all the kids' toys?
Don't. I don't.
Yeah, it's like you don't care.
I don't even pay attention. Like in my mind, I just feel like, what are they like just giving kids like fucking little cell phones now or something? I don't even
That's the most elder millennial shit I've ever heard.
Yeah,
that's really good.
I don't know what toys there are. The one that I remember, like this is the thing that I remember, like really specifically about Taco Bell toys. When the Batman and Robin movie came out, Taco Bell had like they had all of the toys, all of the Batman and Robin toys, and they also had like a diorama. They had like a full like stage that you could set up to put all of your toys on, and they all had like specific spots that they were supposed to go. And it was so fucking cool.
That's what's
I just remember, God, that sounds so cool.
That was the one with like Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
remember
the worst Batman movie of all time.
Well,
have you never seen like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze? What's up?
Have you ever seen Dark Knight? I mean, that's a fucking terrible movie.
I fucking love
trash. That movie's
Christopher
trash.
Nolan's overrated. No, but I would say that Taco Bell had some of the most interesting toys. They're the ones that stick out to me the most when I think about like my childhood, because we did go to McDonald's quite often, but I really can't think of any McDonald's toys. The only other fast food restaurant I can think of that had really good toys was Burger King. Whenever Revenge of the Sith came out, they released a bunch of cool ass shit, man, and I remember collecting all of them. And actually, you know what? Do you guys have any more gushes you guys want to?
I just was gonna say the only thing that I think is a little bit weird, and I'd like to kind of talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
Was when I think of fast food, I think of like McDonald's and all of their obvious like the hype men like Grimace and the Hamburglar and obviously Ronald McDonald. Burger King had the Burger King Kids Club. This is the only place where I felt Taco Bell kind of lacked a little bit, is they had the cat and the dog, who didn't really like make too much of a splash.
You mean Nacho and Dog?
Yes. Yeah. Who I feel didn't make quite the same splash that the other kind of fast food hype made.
No, for sure. And we'll actually talk about it a little, because there's a reason why like Nacho and Dog only lasted a year. You know, they came out in 1996. They were scrapped in 1997. You know,
wow.
Yeah. And honestly,
somebody had to put them down.
No, they actually replaced them with Gidget, the Taco Bell dog,
which was obviously the
good
right move.
move.
Yeah. Now in 1995, that is when Taco Bell first threw their hat in the ring for kids menus, and it was pretty dull. They only had one kids meal, and it consisted of a soft or hard taco, chips, cinnamon twists, and a drink and a toy. And that's it. That's literally it.
Oh, that's...
And
I don't know. How do you say... I don't know. Disrespectful?
It is disrespectful.
But I mean, I don't know.
I think that's a pretty reasonable meal, to be honest with you.
I don't know, dude. One fucking soft
for a
taco?
kid. I was a husky boy.
Well, it just depends. I don't think one taco is enough, but if you're like fucking 5, maybe this works, but I don't know.
No, as like a 10 or 11-year-old, I bet this doesn't work.
No, this doesn't work. Come on.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, you're like,
and you'll read. Well, let's just keep talking about it. Let's just keep talking about it.
Maybe that was intentional, to make it like just for the little kids.
So, the kids menu largely went unchanged for a really long time. You know, occasionally they'll add in like the bean taco or bean burrito, bean and cheese. They'll add like rice, all that shit to the kids menu that you can get. But in 2013, on the 18th birthday of the kids menu, Taco Bell removed that shit.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and mid-2013, Big Bell made the faithful announcement that they were eradicating the kids menu nationwide by 2014. Yeah.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Adults only.
Now, they even boasted that they were the first fast food restaurant to do so. And now to understand Taco Bell, like why they would be so proud, to just nix that after, almost 2 decades, you got to really understand the era. So in the early 2010s, childhood obesity had become a national concern because the rates tripled in 30 years. Yeah, even prompting future President Michelle Obama to unveil a prevention program to tackle childhood chubbiness.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So that's,
what was it like outside of San Antonio?
Oh, that hurts my heart. Oh, man.
That's too much Taco Bell as a kid. It's coming at you right now.
Oh, man. Now, Taco Bell was applauded by a bunch of children health advocates, as critics did call out other fast food companies for spending millions of dollars each year marketing directly towards children, which, of course, directly impacted children's health. However, the reason behind the move weren't as altruistic as you would expect. The real reason Taco Bell actually nixed the kids menu was due to its really unimpressive sale figures.
Well, and money talks. What the hell? What do we expect?
Well, I guess maybe you guys have a point then. It sounds like maybe that the one taco, some chips, and some cinnamon twists really weren't ringing America's bell.
No, it wasn't. And Big Bell noted in a press release that, quote, the kids meal are not a part of Taco Bell's long-term strategy and had basically no significant impact on them. Now, you want to know how insignificant these sales were?
How insignificant?
ABC News reported that less than 0.5% of the sales were kids menus, equating to just 4 or 5 meals per day per location.
Sheesh.
That means 4 or 5 families, or maybe just one family of Mexicans. As a Mexican,
one family,
we're just ordering just one kid's meals. You know what I mean? That's insane to me. That is so insane. But that's what prompted Big Bell to really, axe this shit, because that's when they really started marketing towards millennials as opposed to marketing towards families.
Yeah, they can eat more.
Exactly. Well, also because us millennials who love Taco Bell because of the toys,
we're fatter.
Okay, we get it. We're fat. But us millennials,
us millennials knew that the toy was Taco Bell. That the reward that you eat at Taco Bell, it's the Taco Bell. There is no need for some fucking half-assed consolation prize.
Exactly.
The prize.
Exactly. No, they started marketing towards us, and that lines up because that's when they started bringing out cantinas. That's when they started thinking about, building Taco Bells in Las Vegas on the Strip and shit like that.
That shit's fun, man. All those are great ideas.
I feel like that's also when they started really marketing and advertising at night. They really went after that 21 to 25-year-old weed smoking late night hanger outer.
Yep. You think we push the notion that Taco Bell is just banging as fuck after you're drunk? When you're blackout drunk, it's just you gotta have some TB. Do you think
absolutely. Millennials.
I think that's an objectively true fact.
I agree with you. I think us as millennials, and I'm sure some fucking marketing firm is patting themselves on the back right now because we just said that. Because they did a great job of marketing it towards us. They have the fourth meal. Was it between 12 and 2 is when Taco Bell's the best or whatever the fuck they're advertising. So I don't know. I think this was a good move. I'm really happy Taco Bell did it because fucking the kids menu sound like it sucked. I never ordered anything off the kids menu when I was a kid. I always ordered something I remember getting a Crunchwrap Supreme, and I was 10. You know what I mean? I wasn't eating a fucking one hard taco. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no thanks.
Do you remember a kid and you felt like really sophisticated ordering off of the regular menu?
Sir, I'll take
I was like a little, you know what? The Happy Meal is behind me. Give me I don't know. Like that was how I felt. Was like when I moved from kids meal to regular sized meal.
I feel like when I made that move, when I stopped like ordering up the kids menu, I was like,
when you started noticing girls.
No. I was gonna say, like I moved into the new menu, but then all of a sudden the coolness of it went away. Like I'm like, I'm too cool for this now.
You're too cool for what?
The regular menu. Yeah. Like I moved to the
I'm
regular
ordering
menu.
kids menu.
And I was like, this is. I'll order from this, but I'm bigger than this.
I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
I think the thing that also made it like really appealing to millennials is just how cheap Taco Bell is too. I remember like being of that age where like that was like you would go there because as a broke college kid you knew that you were going to get the most bang for your buck and the most,
which is
most things on the menu.
Which is one of the things I want to point out. Going back to this possible subscription, subscription. Taco Bell is going to feed millions of people. People are going to make it through those dark nights.
Fuck yeah!
Instead of sleep for dinner, we got a subscription. We can all split a taco. Oh, dude! Homeless people. They have a chance now. They're gonna open bank accounts so they can have their subscription service set up. People are gonna eat
After dinner, grab the family, jump in your car, return your sauce packets.
Get you 100. Yeah.
Get you one more cheesy gordita crunch for the road.
Drive your Hummer to the nearest Taco Bell and help save the environment.
Now I think we should talk about some of the iconic toys and listen to some of these commercials and really get the vibe, because I gotta say, kids commercials now, they hold no bar compared to those. So the first one we're going to be listening to is the Goosebumps Taco Bell toy commercial from 1997.
Taco Bell presents Nacho and Dole.
Hey, Nach, how about another taco? No problemo, man.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Hold it! Another bag.
Whoa, that was scary. Now, when you buy a Taco Bell kids meal, you can get one of 4 Goosebumps activity packs, like a 3D puzzle or a cool and spooky Goosebumps board game. But you'll only find them at Taco Bell.
A fucking board game?
What is this, 1923?
A whole fucking board game is that's a fucking good prize to get.
That's a fantastic prize.
Yeah, a whole fucking board game. You know how much a fucking board game is these days? Like $25, like $30.
Yeah,
for a fucking board game, for some paper and some plastic and a.
Speaking of which, we did just buy a Taco Bell board game, which we are gonna play.
That's right, we are gonna play that soon.
But
that's a great toy right there.
That is an awesome toy.
Can we just give it up for Taco Bell? Children cheering.
Now,
confusing.
So the second one that I want to bring y'all's attention to is also from 1997, which I might say is the peak, like Taco Bell toys, because that's also when Batman the Animated Series came out, as well as the Star Wars re-releases toys. So all of these toys that we're talking about that are fucking badass came out in 1997. So that might be the
97. That was prime time, like you said.
Exactly.
The golden era.
If I can time travel, I'm going back to 1997, and I'm buying this $8 toy.
Candy Hill.
So this is going to be the Taco Bell Nintendo 64 toy commercial from 1997.
64 changed the game, man.
Hey, where'd you get that?
Taco Bell.
It's one of those Nintendo guys, huh?
Donkey Kong.
I see it.
In a minute.
Come on.
Looks like a dick.
All right, guys. We're going to Taco Bell.
They're in the middle of the desert.
Toys free with a kids meal or 99 cents with a holiday gift box. The perfect gift for your kids.
Hey, yours is bigger.
I think somebody needs a nap.
Taco Bell. Want some?
That was funny.
That is. I mean, the only thing like cooler than getting a Nintendo 64 toy in 1997 was actually getting a Nintendo 64.
No, very true.
64 was cool though, man.
Yeah, no, but the quality, you know what I mean? The quality of those toys. I feel like we sound like old men bragging about the quality of fast food toys. But they were so much better. It came with specialty boxes. There was actually like a collector, you know what I mean? Like it was you can tell that it was kind of geared towards like collectors with all the Batman, all the Star Wars shit. And now, you know, you can go on eBay and find a lot of these toys for really, really cheap. Like not even $15, and I bet you can find a Nintendo 64 Taco Bell toy in the wrapper.
I actually do remember these. I was born in '93, so like I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Devin, he lived these in his prime time.
I was
his prime.
Born 2 days after the Kennedy assassination.
But Nick, you're like what? You're like 1.5 years older than me, something like that.
Yeah. I'm very young. 21.
I'm very young.
21.
21. So
the one that
I sometimes we talk about like the 90s and they were great toys, but I just like it's distant memories for me on some of this shit.
Yeah.
But I really do remember the Donkey Kong one and the cube because it was like a little puzzle maze, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd move the little metal balls around and stuff. But I remember the tree. The Donkey Kong one pretty well.
Yeah, so I was the one that I remember is the like controller that looked like that was like a big thing too, was like the maze. Like that was a very popular toy.
It's such an easy, cheap toy though, you know what I mean? And it's also fun and
it looked cool as fuck. It was basically a Nintendo 64 controller.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. It's yellow, so it's got the Pikachu going there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Hey, there it is.
And then I do want to say my prized possession as a 29-year-old is my 2005 first edition Marvel's The Avengers Taco Bell comic book, still in the wrapper.
Get out of
here!
Yeah. My mom had it. I have because I collect comics.
Yeah.
And I was rummaging through my stuff at my mom's house, and I came across it. I was like, "You kept this? This is a fucking Taco Bell comic book from 2005." Sick. I haven't shown you.
No.
I'll show you later. Is
it like like full size? It's not like a mini version.
Yes, it is a full size in the wrapper still. Comic. Yeah.
Never been opened.
Never been open. It's worth $35.
I was gonna say someday that could like surpass Spider-Man 1. Who knows?
Yeah. I have two comic books that I love that I have in the wrapper still. It's one, The Amazing Stan Lee, signed by Stan Lee.
No shit.
Yes, and my Taco Bell Avengers 1 comic.
Bro, that shit's signed by Stan Lee?
Yeah. I met him at a Comic-Con.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was rad.
Before
it was cool.
He died, too, because
that son of a bitch died on my birthday. Can you believe it?
Hold on, Nick. You got his interview. You got his autograph before he died. You sure that's real?
Yeah.
Bro,
I watched him sign it.
He ain't giving out no more autographs these days. So
no.
I know a guy. Don't worry. But yeah. So that
the seance shit.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to touch on?
No, this was fun though. I really like that we talked about this. I think this is a fun. We did a fun episode for me. But I think at the end of the day, I get it. They're discontinuing this Happy Meal shit. You know, I can't not say Happy Meal.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry. It's like
I literally always have a Happy Meal when I eat Taco Bell.
Yeah. So but I think Happy Meal is actually like McDonald's verbiage.
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
I'm trying to say. Yeah,
for sure.
So I'm like, anyway.
What do you want to get sued?
But I think I get it, right? And like Taco Bell is focused on on like reaching millennials and other age groups.
Yeah.
Wooty woo, blase, yada yada. Okay, but if they thought that way back then, they wouldn't have connected with us the same way.
No,
you know what I mean?
So that's
and
Jordan,
that's
I'm so glad.
That's all I'm saying. You know, there's gonna be we're gonna lose a whole generation here of people.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
See, I totally agree with you, Jordan. And as fun as it has been, like to talk about, go down this nostalgic road, because it really does conjure up a lot of great memories of going to Taco Bell as a kid. The thing that I appreciate even more is I feel like Taco Bell has really grown up with us. You know, we've been able to see the evolution and see how it has evolved and, you know, kind of morphed to fit our lives as, you know, people born in the early 90s, late 80s. I think that.
You don't think that they're trying to do that with Lil Nas X? You know what I mean? I feel like that's why they have him, is because they're really trying to not only get into like more diversity and shit like that, but I do think they are trying to hit really the Gen Z. You know, if you look at those commercials that he's narrating, he's like talking about ghosting a person in one of the commercials. You know what I mean? Like that's not shit that connects with us millennials. That's shit that connects with fucking Gen Zers.
Okay, fair enough, but not like reaching, like he's definitely not connecting with, you
know.
No,
it's not like the toy thing.
8-year-old Nick, yeah, okay,
for sure,
all right,
for sure.
all right.
It does not have the same extent.
Yeah.
But I think they're well aware of that because they know their market. You know, they know that us millennials, and I bet they're gonna fucking advertise the fuck out of it to us until we die. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna be like, all right.
So do you think like every 10 years they're just gonna dial it back to that next generation and just start at the 20-year-olds again?
No, I don't. No,
Why
I don't
not?
think that. Because I think it's been longer than 10 years since 1990.
Well, no, that's not what I mean. Like, if you're saying they're not targeting us anymore.
I know they still are targeting us.
Oh, okay.
They're going to target us.
Yeah.
And they're going to target us until, like what Nick said, they're going to target us until the day we die.
Yeah, or until there are more Gen Z than there are millennials. You know, I feel like they're just going to really try to dig home and drive home all that shit to us. And then whenever our time's up, they're gonna fucking sell weed brownies to fucking Gen Zs. You know,
there's gonna be fucking THC as part of the special beef recipe.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's gonna go from 88 to 88%. You know, fucking weed.
All right, cool. Well then, I mean, should we wrap this up?
Let's wrap up.
I think so.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening to today's show. Next month's going to start our annual Creepy Gordita Bunch series, and we're actually going to be dipping our little toesies inside of some true crime, talking about the Taco Bell Strangler.
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah. So,
God, I can't. Honestly, I'm so fucking excited about the Halloween intro music. I know that's like not that big a deal. It's so good though.
I know you pour over research, Nick, and really write these episodes and put your all into writing bits. But I'm really excited for that intro that Devin recorded last year.
It's so good though.
For that song that was recorded 2 years ago.
We can only use it once a year. And
true, on 2 episodes a year.
Exactly,
too.
and
okay,
it's like,
and
it's not a little good. It's like super good. So I like it's part of the fun for me, and it makes me actually feel like I'm fucking
creepy.
Yeah, like I'm in some fucking Halloween movie.
For sure. No, and it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun doing this true crime and talking about our Halloween stuff. So please stay tuned. And I do want to give a special guest to Jacob Cordas for helping us with research, writing, helping us with our social media.
Totally, like such a huge part of the show behind the scenes. Some of what happens on the show is happening behind the scenes, and Jacob is our guy in that department. So thank you so much, Jacob.
Yeah. Thank you. And then also thank you to Nora Hanley, TW Warren, and Ivan Garcia for helping us on today's ad. And if you want to learn more about D&D, you want to play it, you've never played it, and you're super interested, please follow the link in the description below. Jacob, he runs a D&D campaign. He runs several actually, and he's a great DM to start off with. So please, if you've ever been interested, please consider joining his start playing, and also please consider joining our Patreon. On the last episode of Craven Box, Jordy and I talked about a new lawsuit Big Bell is trying to keep under wraps, or at least we suspect. We suspect they're trying to keep under wraps. Let's just say, can Taco Bell make you paralyzed?
Check it out, y'all.
Check it out. Check
out the Patreon, baby. Join today. I just want to say thanks for listening. Appreciate you. We love you. Just signing off. It's your boy. Get at me on Instagram and other social medias. Your boy 112 YABOI 112. Follow me and leave a fucking review on
About us,
and but if it's not 5 stars, keep your ass off our shit.
Yeah,
but
right. glad you threw in that disclaimer.
But no, thanks for listening. Fucking come back 2 weeks from now for another episode. Love y'all. Devin.
Yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Dill, Devin P. Hanley, signing off. Follow me on Instagram, Devin P. Hanley. Give us a review, give us a rating. We really love you out there in Bell Nation. Join us in a week after week for our next interview with Post Malone. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Stay Baja blessed.
Holla.
Ha.
Sheesh.
This show is made possible thanks to listeners like you. For more great Cheesy Gordita Bunch content, follow us on social media. And if you'd like to support the show and hear exclusive bonus content, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cheesy Gordita Bunch.